It began as an ordinary hike through a quiet forest trail. But what these hikers discovered that day was something they would never forget. Lying on the ground, barely moving, was a majestic eagle. Its powerful wings, meant to rule the skies, were helplessly resting in the dirt. The bird tried to move, but it couldn't fly. Something was terribly wrong. Concerned for the injured bird, the hikers quickly contacted a local wildlife rescue team. Within hours, trained rescuers arrived at the scene. Approaching an injured eagle is never easy. Even when hurt, these birds remain powerful and defensive. But the team knew they had to act carefully. The eagle appeared weak, but its eyes were still sharp and alert, a symbol of strength now trapped by injury. After observing the bird closely, the rescuers noticed something alarming. One of the eagle's wings seemed badly damaged. It was likely the result of a collision, perhaps with power lines, trees, or another unseen obstacle in the wild. For a bird that depends entirely on flight to hunt and survive, a broken wing can mean the difference between life and death. Slowly and patiently, the rescuers moved closer. Using protective gloves and calm movements, they carefully secured the eagle and placed it inside a transport carrier. The journey to the Wildlife Rehabilitation Center had begun. Once at the facility, veterinarians immediately began examining the injured bird. X-rays revealed the problem. The eagle has suffered a serious fracture in its wing. Without treatment, the bird would never fly again. But the rescue team was determined to give this magnificent creature a second chance. Over the next several weeks, the eagle received intensive care. Its wing was treated, stabilized, and carefully monitored. At first, recovery was slow. The eagle barely moved, conserving its energy as the healing process began. But gradually, something incredible started to happen. The bird grew stronger. Its wings began to stretch again. Small movements turned into powerful flaps. Day by day, the eagle was preparing for something extraordinary. The moment everyone had been waiting for. Finally, after weeks of rehabilitation, the day of release arrived. The rescue team gathered at a wide open field near the forest. The transport carrier was gently placed on the ground. Inside, the eagle waited quietly. The door opened. For a brief moment, the bird hesitated. Then, with one powerful movement, it spread its wings. The eagle leapt forward and soared into the sky. The crowd watched in silence as the magnificent bird climbed higher and higher above the trees. A creature that once lay helpless on the forest floor was now flying freely once again. Moments like this remind us why wildlife rescue work is so important. Every year, thousands of animals are injured by accidents, habitat loss, or human activity. But thanks to dedicated wildlife rescuers, veterinarians, and volunteers around the world, many of these animals are given a second chance. The eagle's story is not just about survival. It is a reminder that compassion can change the fate of even the most powerful creatures. Somewhere out there, high above the forests, that eagle is flying once again, free, exactly where it belongs. And stories like this prove that when people care, even broken wings can heal. If this incredible rescue story inspired you, consider supporting wildlife rescue organizations in your area. And subscribe for more amazing stories from the animal world. Because sometimes the greatest heroes are the ones who give animals a second chance at life.